Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus between now and the 15th of June 2020. We are splitting the astrological monthly updates into two. The second half of the month will be released around the middle of the month. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what's going on for you guys. This is the Crystal Visions Tarot deck that I'm going to be using first of all. Let's have a look. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus between now and the 15th of June 2020. Let's have a look what's going on for you guys. Wow. Someone's walking away from something here. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Something that was an investment is being retracted. We've got the Eight of Cups. Something that was previously had a lot of energy and time put into it, someone is taking it back. It could be a long-term relationship someone is moving away from. It could be someone was maybe putting a deposit down for something that they're, you know, you guys may be thinking, no, this is not the right time. Someone is retracting an initial investment or money or, you know, commitment. Someone's retracting that. It's because they either don't see that it's worth the cost or worth the value, or they feel like they've lost something. This also could be that you're volunteering and you're not being paid for it, and maybe even a job you're in that you are not being recognised for, or you feel like you are being disrespected in some way, or that you just feel like this is over, like this job, this is not for me, this house, you know, the place I'm living, I'm done, you know. Whatever you maybe went through between, you know, up until this point, it's like you've reassessed where you're at in a relationship, in your job, in your house, and you're out because you know you've got some clarity here and you're aware. You can see this is not for you. Something is not for you, but you also feel like you've missed out, or you are lacking something, and so you're trying to correct that. The problem we've got here is you deciding, well, what am I doing here? Two of Wands. It's like, well, I don't really want to be here, but what are the choices? So someone is trying to assess what is the next best thing to do. Where am I going with this? There's a directional confusion here. You know, the house, if I leave, if I move into a different house, is this the right area? If I move into a different job, do I want to just completely, because it's like, I feel like you're not just moving and you're not just kind of changing jobs. It's like, you might be moving in a different country or wanting to. It might be that it just feels like you're really considering big changes. And it's like maybe even a commitment, a marriage that was like to you at one point was solid is like no. Or maybe someone around you, maybe you're cross-watching for someone and that person's, you know, actually assessing a change, a huge change that they're saying is warranted. The guides are saying is warranted and is needed. I've got the Page of Cups in the bottom of the deck here. This is a love offer. This is also friendship, but this is, I'm hearing companionship here. Companionship. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, someone is cutting something out. This is air energy. King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Again, it's come out underneath the Page of Pentacles. No, cutting it out. Bye. Don't want it. This is no longer serving me. Now, what you're moving into, you may not know, or you may be unsure because you know longevity-wise that this situation isn't serving, but you haven't quite decided maybe how you're going to do it. There's a certain element of indecision here for Pisces. Wow, look. Yeah. And maybe you thought, maybe usually there was a situation where you'd have gone, oh, I'm just going to take a break from this. I'm just going to go away, come back and see. But no, this feels like it's a very deliberately, it's an ending. It could even be a love interest that you've got your eye on that is actually going through this and they've made their decision and it's over and they're coming towards you, you know. Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pisces. Between now and the 15th. Wow. Changes. Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Someone was left out in the cold and someone's closed the door on something. They felt left out. Someone felt like they couldn't continue. There was arguing. There was a disagreement. People aren't on the same page. There's a lot of changes that were needing to take place, and I feel like someone's making them. between now and the 15th. Someone's just going to shut the door. Pisces, please, between now and 15th. Yeah, look. One option is finished. So if there was a confusion over who to pick in terms of love, this clarity is very clear. And again, if you're thinking, well, I don't have two love interests, you only have one, well, maybe that person had two love interests, or maybe your job, you were choosing between two initially, maybe in the last week or so, you were thinking, actually, I'm not sure. But between now and the 15th, it looks like you're going to know what exactly your choices are, what exactly you're going to choose. Or you may not have made the decision, you may not have actually physically done it, but I think you're going to be very clear about what you're going to do. I think you're going to be very clear about what your choice is going to be. Okay, let's have a look. We're using the High Love Soul Link Oracle cards here. Let's have a look. I'm going to clarify this a bit deeper here. So for these cards, please, what else can you tell me about the situation for Pisces? What else can you tell me, please, about the situation for Pisces? What else can you tell me? Yeah, someone has become very intuitively aware, intuitive understanding. Someone's finally using their intuition. Maybe someone was ignoring it initially. Maybe someone wasn't too sure about what they were doing, and maybe the physical was distracting them, but their intuition's finally giving them an insight. Yeah, you'll get, yeah, look. Major ending, new beginning. This is it. Something is, if you've been waiting on someone to finally take action, or you're waiting for the sign to finally take action, I feel like this is it. And I think someone knows, again, if it's not you, I think someone's actually knowing. Wow. Yeah, look. So whatever this was, it was definitely a decision that's probably taken a while to take place, because we've got heavy burden here. Someone knew that there was a guilt here about someone being left out, or someone made a promise, and I feel like that promise that they made was running around their head to say, oh, you know, I feel bad because I made the promise. You did make the promise, but it was in a time when the energy was different, you know. But this is what they're moving towards, or what you're moving towards. Dreams come true. Someone's making this decision, and it's like all of the signs and synchronicities are showing them that this is the right call. Positive, yeah, look, positive transition. So this choice, this decision here, is going to be proving to be a very lucrative one. And actually, I'm just hearing it's setting them up for the future. This is a huge stepping stone. This is a huge stepping stone. This is not just oh, you know, I'm going to go to the shops and do I get white bread or brown bread? This is like there's a huge crossroads from where I'm looking at. Yeah, look. The only difference between now and when it happens is someone's pausing to reflect, because it's like they know that once the decision is made, it's done. You can't just go back on that kind of thing. But it's pretty much done. It's just someone wants to make sure that they've looked at every angle here. Okay, what is Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords? There's huge changes though, but this is going to be a catalyst for a lot of other changes happening. Yeah, look, they know, you or them, whoever it is that's making this decision, significant. They know that what they're moving into is not a joke. It's significant. I'm hearing it was inevitable. It's inevitable. Transformation. They know, again, it's the catalyst thing. It's going to open up doors in other areas. There could have been we've got limitations here. There could have been certain limitations. Maybe it was the lockdown. Maybe it was the fact that there was a karmic. Maybe there was a lack of money. Maybe there was a lack of intuition that was leading them this way, but there was something that had limited them is being released. Again, could be a karmic. Yeah, look, centered and balanced. So it could have been that they were a little bit out of whack, not really aligned, and so they couldn't channel that intuition, and because of that they weren't centered, and because of that it skewed their kind of vision. Or maybe it's your vision that was previously skewed, and now they're kind of, they can understand there's an alignment there. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, unfounded fear. They probably were a little bit guarded maybe about coming forward because they didn't know how this was going to go. Maybe they thought that, what happens if I'm, you know, I think they were trying to wait and see how this would evolve, and I think that they've got all the information they need. That's how I'm reading this. Let's have a look. What are we going to use here? I feel like I want to use the Light Series deck. Yeah, I'm going to use the Light Series deck here. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, let's have a look here. So, Pisces, please, between now and... I don't know why, but I suddenly got a taste of food then. It feels like, I don't know if it's chicken nuggets and then I got shepherd's pie. I don't know if someone's into their food, but I just tasted something. Maybe you're eating that, I don't know. Let me know if that's you. I just got a taste of that. Okay, so let's have a look. Between now and 15th. Wow. Victory. We've got victory between now and the 15th. We've got victory here. Something is acknowledged. Something's finally being acknowledged. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So it could have been a contract. So it could have been a soul contract that someone's finally learned. Four of Pentacles could have been something that had previously gone in a loop over and over and over again. An investment that is now being released. We've also got Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. So this is again Pisces, essentially. It's a water sign. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Someone's resigning. Someone was fighting a connection here and they're resigning to it now. Someone is finally acknowledging that this is a long-term prospect. It wasn't something that could be ignored. Wow. Definitely not something you can ignore. The Sun, nourishment, happiness, joy. This is the happiest card in the deck. Enlightenment, truth. I feel like it's like someone that was pretending something wasn't happening. Their feelings weren't there. That you weren't a viable option. Oh, this is very clear now. This is, it's like the more that this person was pretending not to, or let's say they were trying to not offer you the right money in a job. Maybe the job wasn't, there's someone that's suddenly got an idea of your worth, the connection, the viability of this whole thing, and it's shifted everything. This is what's happening between now and the 15th. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, look, Five of Swords. Someone's been overthinking it. It's like, this isn't, again, it was a mindset. It's a mindset of lack. And I think an energy that you've kind of given was an opposing one of lack. It was an abundant energy, and I think they're not used to it. There was a very yin and yang energy to this that someone picked up on, yeah. But it's also, look, the whole of their world, I think, was challenged here. And this was their fear. There was there's probably going to be a tower moment between now and the 15th that they're, again, there's a realization. There's a, I'm just hearing someone's cut their losses. Someone's cutting their losses. Something that they were trying to push through. I think they're going to have to acknowledge what isn't going to be viable. Wow. Yeah, look. Yeah. Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. Way too much in their head. Way too confused. But this is like, how do I get to this point without blowing everything wide apart that I built? Someone was so hell-bent about what they'd previously done, they hadn't seen their future. It's like they were too busy looking back to see what they'd previously done, that they weren't quite... Yeah, look, Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. Someone didn't want to let go. Someone was scared to let go and allow change. There was no surrender. There was no... Sorry, I'm just debating with the guys what to do with these cards. They're saying keep them. This essentially here was... They were trying to find their light here. This is Hermit, could be Virgo. And they were looking for it in all the wrong places. Because look, this came out with the Sun. They were looking for their light in all the wrong places. Alright? And what essentially has happened is it's led to this. And that's why they're reevaluating everything. You or them. Now the choices are here. We've got Seven of Cups with King of Wands. The choices are here. What is the sort of decision? Someone, again, this is fire sign here, so it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone's finally having to make a decision here about this. Yeah, look, indecision. What do I do? Two of Pentacles. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I take the job? Do I not take the job? Do I save up? Do I not save up? This is healing, the Star. This is destiny. This is something that has been sealed and fated, that, again, I feel like someone's trying to run away from something that was destined for them because it wasn't what they had expected it to be. And it wasn't because that option wasn't viable. It was because they didn't know how it would go. They don't know how it will evolve. There's a bit of a control element here where they're like, well, I don't know how this is going to develop. What do I do? Wow. So we've got counterparts now. Queen of Wands has come out. So this is fire energy. This is now two counterparts. King of Wands, Queen of Wands we've got out. And in the middle is the Two of Pentacles, which is, again, indecision. There's a very strong dynamic energy that's been built up that someone is trying to stifle or push down because it scares them a bit. Temperance, someone's undergoing balance and healing. This is also talking about reconciliation. There's if this was a previous situation that maybe you had separated for a while, so because this person needed space, there is going to be a reunion. Because I can just see reunion here, but I feel like someone took some time out, or again, between now and the 15th, previously did that, but between now and the 15th, I feel is going to be making it very clear that they've spent enough time and that they want to really look at this situation. They found their light. Someone's beginning to find their light. Five of Cups, a disappointing situation that's being resolved. First to the 15th. Yeah, look, Queen of Swords. Someone's cutting something out here. Now there's two women. There could have been, this person could have been with someone else in another relationship possibly. Let's have a look. Pisces, between the now and the 15th. Pisces. Yeah, look. This love will grow. This love will grow. The healing is happening. It's taking place. It's taking place. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. I feel like this is kind of inevitable here. I feel like this energy is kind of an inevitable energy, that it's like it's like a train that's starting to build momentum here, and again it's just a matter of when it's coming into the station. Let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us, please, about this situation? Yeah, very clear. This is a soulmate. This is a soulmate. Could be a twin flame or soulmate. What else can you tell us, please? Okay, so we've got legal matters and contracts. Are they married? Is there a financial obligation? Do they have kids? Is this karmic? Is there still a karmic contract that's being written out or closed out? Now, if they're undecided, and they're being treated poorly by someone, then there would be an issue of self-worth, which they probably had a situation with their karmic that they were around in order to understand their worth and to break out of that limitation, close out that karmic contract, and then move towards what is their worth, which would that be their, you know, alongside their higher self, you know, the possible twin flame. But I'm seeing someone having their confidence suppressed. It's almost like their life force was suppressed, and this karmic contract was put in play to make them find their own inner light, you know. And so this is what they're fighting for at the moment. So again, if they haven't quite reached you yet, it's because they're still trying to close something out. Bottom of the deck, achievement and success. This is what they're trying to get to, but it's like someone is really good at messing with their head. I'm going to be honest with you. Someone's really good at messing with their head, and they believe it. They put too much faith and trust. Yeah, look, someone's so bogged down with materialism, the physical. When someone's living very much in a physical existence as opposed to a spiritual one, it's very easy. It's very easy to live in your head. It's very easy to live in your head. And so when you've got that kind of character around you, where someone's living in their head a lot, and you've got to constantly defend yourself verbally, and you've got to constantly explain, you know, via your intellectual means, what you're doing by utilizing that part of your brain is you're stepping outside of that kind of left brain, that intuition, and you're defending yourself. You're not able to, especially if you're aligning more with your head as opposed to your heart, you're going to be going, it's like this suppressed energy moving someone deliberately away from their alignment. And so because they're out of alignment, they're not in their abundance, and so because they're not in their abundance, they can't get back on track, which is where you came in. But they're slowly becoming aware of this now, and they're slowly become wise to it. But it's a matter of how to close it out once and for all, because this was karmic from where I'm looking. Whatever they were involved with, this was karmic, you know. What else can you tell me, please, Spirit? What else can you tell me? Yeah, look, we've got crisis and disappointment. It's the idea of someone sinking energy so far into a situation and then it not coming to fruition. That's an ego thing. They're thinking, but I've put so much work into this, why can't it? Because half of them knows that this is not a situation they want to be in, but it's their ego that's keeping them invested, which is again it's a very right brain type of thing, you know. And the karmic situation is keeping them invested in that type of energy, which means that they can't break free of that type of pattern at the moment. At the moment. Will they? Yes. Yes. Sudden progress and change. Unfounded fear. And old friends, good memories. So there is going to be a shift. Alright, there is going to be a shift. The unfounded fear, there's an abandonment thing going on here from where I'm looking, where someone's utilising guilt to make them stay in a situation, and because I feel there's an abandonment wound in them, it's triggering a response that's making them, there's a guilt response basically. And I think because this possibly is a longer term connection, they're using that as a way to sort of make them feel like, oh, you know, there's a lot that we've gone through, and after everything we've been through, it's that kind of energy. But this is the thing, this new energy is here, okay, and it's not of a revived, it's new relationship. All right, this is coming, this is on its way. Yeah, they have to understand this as well, moderation and self-control. So when someone is telling them they should be doing something, as opposed to sort of allowing this to kind of just carry on, they're not speaking up. They're not speaking up. That's what this again, another lesson is, they have to speak up. They will have to at some point speak up, you know. Yeah, look. This is what they're going through at the moment. Learning, end of learning phase, learning and training. They have to learn this. To get to you, they won't be able to just bypass this lesson. Otherwise, it won't work with you guys. It won't work. Now that sounds a bit harsh, but it's the reality. So the spirit are trying to get them to learn everything, because then it's wrapped up once and for all then, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. So let's see outcomes here for between now and the 15th of June, for the first part of the month. Let's see outcomes. Let's see what spirit want to tell us here. Let's go with let's go with the wisdom of the House of Night first of all. We've just had a partial lunar eclipse. I want to see what Goddess Nyx has to say about the situation. Right, this is supposed to channel Goddess Nyx. Let's have a look. Right, so Pisces, between now and the 15th of June. Outcomes, please. Okay, there's a little bit of confusion here, and when I say a little bit, there's like a little bit of chaos, okay? But can you see here, it's bringing up a lot of unseen kind of debris, unaware. Look, it's shining this light, it's bringing up lots of things that had previously been left. So it's unearthing a lot of different things that were needing to be looked at, all right? Now, do I feel like this is with you? It could be that you're getting triggered over certain things, which is definitely going to be showing you where to do your healing on and to focus on your healing. That would be the focus from where I'm looking at now. It could also be the counterpart situation that you're dealing with also has got this kind of energy coming up, but this is leading to fulfillment. So you're going to have this is very Gemini, chaos and fulfillment. You could be having between now and the 15th a lot of insight and clarity over certain things, and then suddenly it's like, oh my goodness, we're getting somewhere, and then suddenly the next day maybe you're feeling like there's a little bit more confusion than the next day. So it's very up and down, but this eventually, the fruit of the labor will be be realized. Outcome, Pisces, between now and the 15th. What is the outcome? Belonging. Yeah, you're going to have a very clear sense of where you should be, where you shouldn't be, and I feel like this is also for your person as well. It's like they're going to be very clear about what they need to be looking at and what they should be walking away from. Again, it's like there's something being shone into this darkness, into the shadows here, that are making people realize things. It's shining a light. The light is being shone into all the nooks and crannies based on what you should be aware of. This is what the energy will be sort of taking place. Okay, let's have a look. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Wow. So we've got resistance here. Again, it's like just slowly getting that learning experience all kind of wrapped up so that it's fulfillment is here. It's like, and it can be sustained. It's not just, well, we're just growing the seed, and then when the seed comes up and it blooms, we're going to cut it out. It's not that. It's like you can see the fruit of your labor then. Someone is resisting this change, and I'm hearing because they're not ready, but we've got power here, which is the full moon. So again, don't underestimate what happened with that partial lunar eclipse, because whatever that has been, that's brewing something here. It could have been releasing a resistance, and at the moment someone's more in a free-flowing energy so they can see. So just pay attention for how that's going to, because it's going to show differently in the physical. But there's a strong element of power behind this that I wouldn't be underestimating, because you're going to see results at some point. Let's have a look. Let's go with the Sacred Destiny. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Again, very Gemini energy. We've got stillness, which is that poise and that kind of grace, and just kind of allowing that flow, just to align, naturally align, and then until you spot an opportunity and then you strike. So again, it's like, again, more moon symbology. We actually do have another eclipse coming up around the sort of end of June as well. Allow things to kind of evolve, because at the moment there is not an energy where this can come to fruition from where I'm looking at, all right? But there is at some point you're going to see an outcome that may not just be here, it may just come in after the 15th. We'll have a look at that the next time, but I feel like it's very close. What is the outcome, please, for Pisces between now and the 15th? Yeah, look, very close potential, very close, but there's a huge, yeah, look, potential illumination. So again, truth, insight, clarity, understanding, knowing. Yeah, and again, standstill. So we're going to be kind of in between this let's go, and oh, I don't know, I don't quite know. So again, this isn't to say, oh, Spirit are going to keep doing this to drive me mad and see how. It's so that you can focus on your stuff, because there is definitely, again, self-worth and making sure that if someone's distracted and they're not offering something, it's because they're not ready. We want them to be ready, not just come forward and then go, oh, I don't really know, and then go back again and then come forward and, oh, I don't really know. Let it be one of those consistent things, so that you're not kind of like a ball that's been bounced off a wall. We don't want that. It's not like a tennis match, you know. So if it's consistent, then it's more likely to sustain, then, isn't it? You know, you want something sustainable. Okay, let's end this with let's go with the Nature's Whispers for final card and outcome. Let's have a look. Okay, Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pisces. Wow. It says be in service. You know, keep busy, distract yourself, focus on what it is you want, make sure you're supporting friends and family. It could well be that there's an energy building here of something that's coming to you, but maybe you're sort of, they're just saying don't pause your life waiting for this situation, but do make sure that you are trying to manifest this, because look, you've got a very strong wish fulfillment coming in here. So make sure you're trying to manifest it. Again, very difficult if you're kind of doubting something, but again, there's a balancing effect taking place here, where I'm hearing, how much do you want this? They're asking for you to make support. There could be people around you that are looking for support, and maybe you're there to help them. But there's going to be a balancing thing going on here, where you're helping people and then Spirit will help you. It's like an equal give and take between you and Spirit to see and manifest this wish fulfillment coming in. There is an outcome, I promise. Not sure if you can hear the drilling in the background, but I apologise if you can. Hopefully you can't. What is the outcome, please? The Pisces. They're saying keep going. Yeah. It says maintain your childlike spirit, okay? If you have lost the joy and how your kind of abundance and manifestation is coming through, please try and reconnect with that. This is going to really help you. It's like a big giant leap into this kind of phase, because the energy that you'll be creating and sustaining by utilizing and doing this will really keep you at a vibration where your manifestation is very strong. We want to draw this energy to us. If you're getting disheartened and you're feeling like, oh, this is never going to happen, your mindset will dictate I mean, as above, so below, as within, so without. If we're feeling that and we're thinking that, what is the external environment going to show us? We attract what we think. So be very mindful of the activities you're doing, because we want to try and bring this energy to us to manifest. So Spirit are just asking you to be mindful of that. Okay, Pisces, outcome please. Final card. Pisces, outcome please. Final card. Yeah, look, exactly. They're trying to ask you to, look, let your love be your beacon. Be that energy that you're attracting everything to you, because this is, you're very much able to do that at the moment, but where they want you to be in that energy. At the moment you're getting in that energy and you're getting, I feel like, disheartened. Keep going. Don't let anything dictate to you where you should be giving up or resigning. If you're in your heart and your soul and your bones are telling you this is for me, keep vibrating and attracting that energy, okay, and keep resonating in that energy, because you will draw that to you like a moth to the flame, okay? So don't be discounted, don't be disheartened. I know it's easier said than done, but just keep finding things that really ignite that energy in you to keep at that level, and then that will draw it in for you to finally manifest that outcome. Okay, so again, don't forget, let love be your beacon. Okay guys, this was your reading for between now and the end, 15th of June 2020. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. All your likes, shares and subscriptions means a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you want to be in for a chance of winning the Tarot NEFERATI deck and also a free 30-minute free reading from myself, at 1,000 subscribers we'll be picking a winner at random. All you have to be doing to be in it to win it is to subscribe, to like, and also comment on at least one video, and I will be picking a winner at random to win this and a free 30-minute reading. Catch me Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time for a live general reading, and take good care wherever you are, and yeah, have a good evening, morning, wherever you are. Until next time, bye.